It's been a while since my last video, and I haven't really had much to talk about this season, but a couple new shows are still popping up, and I finally found one that I want to cover. Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut takes place on a slightly different Earth, where after the World War, they don't specify which, so I'm guessing they only had one, the UZSR in the United Kingdom of Arnak, who compared to the US have a much less ugly flag. Like, what is this over-designed mess? Now this is nice. Totally not Russia and totally not Britain babies are locked in a battle for space. The UZSR pulled out their classic move of throwing a doggo up there just to see what happens.
The prophecy is true.
Space, a final frontier.
Wanting to be the first nation to put people on the moon, the UZSR finds a loophole. If they let someone die in space, there's no way they could cover it up. But vampires are not considered human, so if something goes wrong, they can still hide from it. UZSR cosmonaut hopeful Lev Leps is assigned to watch over and train the vampire Irina Luminesque, or as they call her by her tracking number 44. But the Soviet Union traps and trains me, a vampire girl, to go into space with my tracking number 44. Will I survive cosmonaut training? Re-0X doesn't sound as nice as Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut. Irina and Lev aren't the only ones though. Anya is a vampire expert who is basically here to babysit the babysitter.
Anya!
Her job so far is to tell Lev everything that he knows about vampires is wrong. No blood sucking, no cross torture, no sunscreen and glasses so the vampires can go to high school. Oh wait. Irina and Lev head to the cafeteria to introduce her to everyone. The tension starts to rise as they mock vampires, but instead of any confrontation, she just calls them stupid and laughs about how much she hates humans. They sit down to eat and decided to make me incredibly uncomfortable. Now, I could be that guy who sits here for 10 minutes with a mid-roll ad talking about how, well, the brilliance of this scene is as you, the viewer, you are put in an uncomfortable situation with a creature the narrative has been convincing you is basically human, only for that false perception to break following her strange habits being revealed. This eating scene is a metaphor for her and the differences between her and the humans, because clearly nothing else in this episode so far has illustrated there being any such difference. Ho ho ho. On their way home, they pass the grave of our good doggo, and Lev explains why future space subjects have been treated as objects. Oh, which of course parallels how Irina must feel. This episode ends with Irina stating that she'll never trust humans, as throughout the episode she's shown signs of discomfort and fear around them. I really enjoyed this first episode, the music is really nice, and the fact that we're watching Japanese-speaking Russians launch a vampire and her sympathizer babysitter into space is ridiculous in the best way. I might continue to cover the show in future weeks, so if you like this and you want more anime content, please like and subscribe and let me know what you think of this episode, and thanks for watching.